of young pieces. They're not going to trade Sacramento anymore, but Utah. Honestly, Chicago has a couple now.
Also, can we talk about how wrong I was about Sacramento being better than the Pelicans? I still think the Pelicans might not make the playoffs.
I don't think they will, but yeah, Sacramento is terrible.
One of the worst 3 teams in the league.
Yep.
There's three really bad teams in the league this year, and Sacramento's one of them. Sacramento, Dallas, and Chicago probably.
Atlanta.
Yeah, those 4, I guess, are the bottom 4 teams in the NBA.
I do want to. I mean, before we go, and Chicago is terrible. They're way worse than I thought they would be. I thought they'd win at least 25 games. They're not going to, but they are playing as hard as they can.
They are, but they just have no talent.
Well, they have no defense.
They have no defense, and the talent they do have, Fred Hoiberg's not playing.
No! It's so infuriating.
So, actually, this is a really good transition because Jimmy Butler did an interview with ESPN today. It was actually really... If you haven't seen the interview, you should go watch it. It's hilarious.
He's like in the Minnesota wilderness.
Yeah,
it's
and
awesome.
he's like when they get in the canoe and he does that scream, it's so good. Jimmy Butler is a really, really great character.
He's so fun.
But anyways, the interviewer asked about like what happened with Chicago, and Jimmy Butler just flat out said it and didn't do that generic response. Well, it's a business, whatever. He said he went to the front office and said, it's either me or Fred Hoiberg, and they went with a Hoiberg route.
Well, he knew. He was like, I know it's going to be me or Hoiberg. Which one are you going?
And they're like, Hoiberg.
We're going with Hoiberg.
So he's like, okay, well, I don't want to be here. Basically, like without the Bledsoe tweeting it out thing, he just kind of said to them, and that's like crazy to think like in today's too, like with all the social media, everyone's so careful with like what they say, and he's like, I've got that circled on my calendar. I'm ready to go.
Oh my gosh! I hope Zach LaVine's back by then because we're gonna die.
You better hope Zach LaVine's not back by then because Zach LaVine might have some like new injuries when that happens.
Yeah, the biggest problem with the Bulls right now is we don't like David Nwaba, who I know nobody's ever heard of him. He's actually not bad. He defends really well. He rebounds really well. He can hit the 3-ball. And it took him like 8 games to realize how good he was. Then he sprained his ankle and he's out for a month.
Yeah.
Like, this is what happens for those.
In Bobby Portis' first game, 23 and 13.
23 and 13 for Bobby Portis. Their biggest problem is still they're not giving Markkanen enough shots. Justin Holiday's taking too many shots. As much as I like Robin Lopez, he's taking too many shots.
Well, you don't really have like a point guard that like can distribute to
Jerry Grant's top 8 in assists this year. Which is crazy to think about. I
mean, I'm just saying, that's why, like... He's top 8 in assists, but also he's Jerry Grant, so he doesn't know where to get the ball when, and
I know
it's not like
he's 10th now. Sorry, but he was top 8 for a while. But I mean, he's averaging 7 assists a game, which I like. Denzel Valentine can actually end up turning into like a shooter in the NBA. He's doing phenomenal at the 3-point line.
Yeah, I mean, so the Bulls are hard to think because it's just. The Bulls are playing with like this. This reminds me of like the Nets from like a few years ago when they were just like horrendous.
Yeah,
like the 12-win Nets back in the day, and like this is what that team reminds me of. They had talent. They had like Gerald Green, and I still think they had Brooke Lopez on the team.
What's his name? Brooks.
Marshawn Brooks.
Marshawn Brooks.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Really great talent, and then didn't do anything in the NBA.
I mean. The Bulls are a bunch of role players. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but they are playing hard. I got as much as I despise Hoiberg, I got to give them that. I mean, they're playing their hearts out.
I know, but they're rookies. I mean, they're rookies, but they're young. They're young players. They don't know any better. They don't know to be like, okay, let's not play for this coach. They're playing for like their NBA careers. You know?
Most of them are.
So I mean, like, even if Hoiberg wasn't doing anything, I still think they would play hard because they're even if they're not going to win anything, this is at least a chance for them to show like other teams like I'm worth something.
Yeah, I think a lot of them.
And I think that's why they're playing hard. It's not Hoiberg. Let's not give Hoiberg any credit.
I know. I don't want to. Okay, I take back what I said.
they're playing for their careers here, and it's not. They're not playing.
Most
for
of them
Hoiberg.
should make careers out of what they're doing. I think, except for Paul Zipser's pretty bad.
Dude, he was so great last year.
He was great because his sticker on pick came out of nowhere and actually wasn't terrible.
And then he like won the hearts of Fred Hoiberg. And he was like, okay, you get 30 minutes a game.
Yeah, he's in the
Get out of there.
Denzel's been a great sixth man. They're just why did Markkanen have 6 shots yesterday? He hit his first 2 threes of the game. He's of our first 8 points, and then he took 4 shots the rest of the game. Like Give the man the ball. He can score. Mm-hmm. And he's, as shocking as it sounds, he's not a terrible defender. Yeah. He moves his feet on defense and tries. Again, he's not great. It's like kind of like a Dellavedova situation where he plays defense. He just isn't the best at it.
Yeah.
But I'll give him credit for what credit's due.
Anyways, I just want to do, like, we're running shorter on time, but I just want to do a quick little thing, and I want to ask you the best player in the NBA this year that no one's been talking about.
Okay, this might be not the best player nobody's been talking about.
I mean, just like you're kind of like
player
a good player that like no one's talking about. He's doing
a quality player on a team that's winning. Tyreek Evans is averaging 18 points per game,
and I love it.
Nobody is talking about it.
I love that Tyreek Evans is finally resurging to end my hopes of Memphis not making the playoffs.
Oh, dude,
it's just so.
I told you at the beginning of the year.
It's so poetic that I've been championing Tyreek Evans for so long, and I'm like, this year he's gonna get it together, man. And his rookie year, I was like, he's going to be better than... Who knows? Like
you said he'd be better than Derrick Rose, the year Derrick Rose MVP, won the MVP before. He's not better.
Look at who's right.
10 years later for one season does not count.
But anyways, I've been championing Tyreek Evans for so long. And then the year that he's on Memphis, and I'm like, okay, Memphis... They've got to not make the playoffs this year, okay? I've just got to be right. And then Tyreek Evans comes back and is like, guess what, Sean? I'm a great player again.
Dude, he's been like Tony Allen that can score.
I know.
Although Tony Allen can kind of score.
And you always knew with Tyreek Evans, if he just tried on defense, he'd be so good because he's so long. And he's athletic.
Oh. And
he can handle the ball. He can shoot. Or he can shoot finally.
I know, dude. I think I'm a better Tyreek Evans fan this year than you are, man. I'm like...
I mean,
I'm all aboard the Memphis Grizzlies train.
Towards the end of the year, I'll be back on the Tyreek Evans.
Yeah, dude, he's been great. I want to pick him because 18 points per game on a winning team, like that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually best player is probably a really really loose term. I just want to point people's attention to a player. They were winning a lot more games earlier in the season. They've kind of fallen off here, but I just want to point people's attentions to a young player that I think is actually going to be really, really good in this league for a long time. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson.
Dude, I like Rondé Hollis-Jefferson.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is a great player.
He can play. He can guard and play 4 positions on the floor.
He's Gerald Wallace.
Yeah, I like that. I like that comparison.
Because he's not a great 3-point shooter, but he can rebound, he can defend, and he has like this weird knack of getting to the basket, like slashing. Yeah. He contorts his body in weird ways, and like, if you didn't watch the NBA back when Gerald Wallace was like in his prime, he was nicknamed Crash for a reason.
Only like, Bobcat All-Star.
Yeah. He was nicknamed Crash for a reason. He like would do all these weird things and like sell out all the time and put his body on the line, and that's what Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is. People don't talk about him for some reason. He's only 21.
Yeah, we only said 1 year at Arizona.
Yeah,
he's great.
He's only 21. He's not having an amazing year this year, but like, he has all the tools and in today's NBA, like where versatility is a big thing, he's extremely versatile. And I just wanted to point, like, again, not best player nobody's talking about, but someone that people need to pay more attention to and give props to is Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. A big part of like why they got off to a really good start for Brooklyn. They've, like I said, they've kind of fallen off as of late, which hurts my little.
Yeah. Like, let's be honest. The best player that nobody talks about every year is probably Kemba Walker. I mean, I know he was an all-star last year, but...
Again, like another team that's kind of fallen off as late. But, and can we talk about, for real quick, how insane this NBA season has been?
There's
like
no
how unpredictable
everything
is. So, in the playoffs, and if the playoffs were to start right now in the East, you would have New York... I just want to list the bad teams, okay? And then you can fill in the blanks with the good teams.
Yeah.
So we got New York, Detroit, Orlando, Philly, and Indiana.
Yep.
5 teams that neither of us picked for the playoffs going into the year.
I picked Philly at 8. I picked Philly at 8.
You did pick Philly at 8. I said Philly was going to not snip the playoffs. And it looks like I'm wrong about that. And it's turning out that I'm wrong about most things.
They've won 5 in a row, and I'm really not happy.
Yeah.
Boston's won 9 in a row.
I know. Boston's, their game with LA just started. But
one more player, Tobias Harris, 20 points on a 7-3 Pistons team.
I didn't even know it was actually 20
That's
points.
pretty good. And then Evan Fournier, 20 points on a, what are they? 6-4 Magic team.
I think the point is we're trying to make is there's a lot of great NBA players.
They're coming back
to
earth now, though.
There's a lot of good NBA players out there that
Although
a lot of great NBA League Pass teams to go watch.
The bottom half of the East is kind of
they're finally falling off.
There's losing records now in the Eastern Conference playoffs. So
yes, thank you.
We're back to
the status quo.
It's still crazy, but it's coming back around.
But yeah. Anyone can beat anybody this year, and it's been
fun.
It has been fun. It's been a great year, and I think this year is going to spoil us for future seasons. Just with how unpredictable everything has been. At the end, we're still probably going to see the two same teams, but who knows? Who knows? Especially with the East, who knows?
My last shout out. Congratulations, Bobby Portis. 21-13 in his season debut last night. And we now realize that punching Mirotic in the face means the next two power forwards on the team were always way better than him, and they're going to get their chance. Yeah. I'm really excited.
Yeah, me and you have been saying Portis ever since his first summer league game.
He plays hard.
Ever since his first summer league game, we were both like, "Oh, he's going to be a really good NBA player. He's going to be good."
He had a good playoffs last year until Rondo got
We were
hurt.
both also saying he was going to be better than Karl-Anthony Towns.
No, I don't think I said
that.
No,
you both. If I could go back in the text, we both said that because it was him and Karl-Anthony Towns were facing off each other in the summer league. Hey, he was busting them.
He won SEC Player of the Year over Karl-Anthony Towns.
I know, he was giving Karl-Anthony Towns everything he could handle, and then playing defense. And I was like, Bobby Portis is better than Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, dude.
And then obviously, we know where Karl-Anthony Towns is, but.
It's kind of crazy.
Bobby Portis can play.
He can play. I don't know why the Bulls don't know that, but
it's because Fred Horford. Anyways,
I'm so glad Mirotic is not playing.
Anyways, I think that's we're right at an hour, or should be getting close to an hour here, so we're gonna call it for today. Any last words?
No, that was my last. Bobby Portis just deserved a shout out.
All right, where can they find you?
You can find me at the T-Barbs on Twitter. Again, it'll be under the Completely Bias Twitter page at Completely Bias.
Yep.
Well, what we've kind of talked about, we'll keep going through the MLB offseason as that kind of progresses, and the NBA season.
And once we get close to the playoffs for the NFL, I think we'll
do some NFL playoffs.
We'll do some NFL things. We're both not so keen on NFL this year. But
and we can rant for an hour about the NBA like nothing. Yeah. So, there is all of that we can talk about. So,
all right. Well,
Cubs might be making a trade here soon.
Well, look forward to that.
Yep.
Anyways, that's it for us.
Yep. See you guys.